capture na. Okay, word no capture na. Say suspicion. They've not concluded. Say that's it.
They are talking me. But you see, if citizens are going to be arrested in this manner, now you deny more access to family and lawyers on such flimsy grounds of suspicion. They're nobody safe in this country. But speaking to the substantive fact, number two, the point number two is EOCO for HSA or more investigative action close to over a year. That's how I'm statement. But I can tell you authoritatively, just about 2 months ago, and I'm inviting miracles, after IMTC, the current executive secretary, audit report. Now, audit report, or the copy of the need for the comment and the consent. Actually, then is similar a call audit report name one after the other responding Viviano. Or my Jamba American game. A year 28 April 2026. 10 o'clock and I'm invited in. It's well lies the case he's been under investigations over a year. Well lies the case. The law enforcement person we only do my young cousin moment children, but what fun no credit and your way do my all the trouble over a year now. You've been investigating the person. The person has been visited. How many occasions are miracles about EOCO? So it is again not true, sir. Miracles, idea with the EOCO upon your basta, it is not true. And your mind, a channel, I think the statement number putting it out, the afterthought. Number two, it is a panic reaction to send your Ghana for 80 bomb, which is no, a channel also. Because mandate the more money from government, it's a mandate into a mandate to arrest and to oppress people. Into your mind, it cannot be the case that miracle after Abansika, Intinia, then Abaha, then I'm the the miracles are Abansika 55 million, and he would have been the first person. He would have been the bank for almost to say Nyoma. I hear press conference, I hear theater, I premiere. The government's loudest critique for my Nisika. It is a political oppression, a political intimidation, a political lawlessness. And now they are witnessing of my woman. And your mind, almost statement of about and you see, there was a statement in the same union, into be anyone now who could do any statement. Because there is a statement that a young West any sort of Anka opposition who could draw a is there any statement, Nobody had audacity to send a statement because they know the statement is very useless. Council of Statement Assembly, Council of State Member for Water Region Assembly, first statement, instead of waiting when you could do signing, that should indicate to you that there is a clear case, press conference, press statement, number Jabanishini. Or my the number 4, I want to have 2 minutes. Only one Gerard appear, our accountant be for IMTC, or not started this candy, but if the accountant need this candy, but the other he presumes it there, and another is crown, they are modern tunnels on the no. Or my let's be clear here. Accountant in case, a different from audit report, no more demand they need from the commenter, which need detailing in your money one after the other, educate your more. There are 2 separate matters. The fact that government need more baby Falcon. Omumi Nunia, you report different about some comment that means the same conclusions and the same findings. And you could focus on the job. So if they are dealing with accountants, they should deal with the accountants separately and deal with them separately. No more find the substantive offense. Say now, so you are investigating somebody for defrauding by false pretense. It's a statement anybody can put out. Say false pretense, conspiracy to commit them, then charges. Any offense, basa, or must state now. Media, me who say Yanse be a name. And because you could for enemy, I didn't say Yanse be a name. You know, when Yanse, India man and silent.
Lawyer Butchie Mesho, your words are not very pleasant this afternoon. I'm sure say will be situated in your argument as a lawyer. But Mesho, lawyer Mesho. I'm saying that you can put out your case, but the issue about senseless and all those things, it doesn't help the conversation, honestly. If you disagree to what they've written, of course, you've point out a release without a signature, questionable, no doubt about that. But me and Kofeda and degenerating to other areas one kasa oye mrenim for
point is that there is no wrong if I describe a statement as senseless. There's no wrong with that. Let's not make it look as if I have insulted anybody. Because if I think that there is no sense in the statement, the right word to use to describe the statement is that the statement is without any sense.
Okay,
and the act and the arrest and everything that surrounded it, so the means to me when they say it is a reasonable act, because that is not way. That is in your free Ghana. And in any case, and then it's a declaration of contesting National Communications Director of the NPP. And let us also not decouple the issues from the fact that the person we are talking about is the loudest critique of the government. He's the loudest critique of the government. Or starting the People's Forum, cocoa and some utility tariffs and seminar. It is something that the government is uncomfortable with. It is something that all year is unhappy with. And so this is an attempt to move somebody can on YouTube. This is an attempt to move somebody This is an attempt to abide the person way through the system. And that is why we are saying that issues normally about out. To me, and I'll say it again, there is no sense in it.
Okay,
if
so
you have any issue, a more brewer, or Muslim say they should bring it out. But say, accountant say, it is something that is just a waste of everybody's time and a waste of public resources. In any case, they can just go to court and charge him. They should charge him. To arrest him in this way and manner, to create a public spectacle out of it, to seek to embarrass him, to seek to silence him, to seek to threaten him and all those things. It doesn't make any
Lawyer, these are your deductions, but I'm sure you don't work for an intelligence agency and you don't know what they have down their sleeve.
I don't need to work for an intelligence agency.
No, I'm sure you are not a determinant. Hold on, lawyer, let's take it one after the other. I'm saying that this is an agency, an investigative body. So you being a lawyer, I'm sure you work in tandem with them. If you disagree with them, no problem. But you cannot be a determinant as to how they should go about their things. That one, and so accepted that. You might disagree.
What the law prescribes.
You might disagree with the approach and with their style, but you can work within. You can work within the confines of the law.
My
That's so good.
Agreement with them is grounded in law. Because the law prescribes that a person is presumed innocent until proven guilty, and that means that the accused person is not under any obligation to assist any law enforcement with investigation. He can decide to remain quiet, and the law allows him to do so. If he says, go to court, charge him, they will take his plea, prosecute him in any case. The judge needs to say our case to answer. Then you open his defense. That is law.
So,
you see, let us not endorse the lawlessness now law enforcement agency say and say Bolivia we are mano bail condition 100 million 500 million want me for bail condition no we had not show me 1 week 2 weeks. Let us not endorse such constitutional lawlessness in this country. It is not proper. It is alien to our constitutional dispensation. Let us not endorse it. What you do is that you charge the person before a law court. Now, Embrano, Edinedi, in the law enforcement agency, you don't create a spectacle out of the person. You don't do that.
Lawyer, you can say Dennis Aboagye when you access to the lawyers now.
About an hour and 30 minutes ago, now the venerable Samuel Tachia area on me Omudin Komo. We are hopeful to conclude the communication regarding the bill. And then we are very hopeful say
for how many days now detaining?
From what we know, he's been with EOCO since Saturday evening. From what we know.
As it stands now, or more intimate starting interrogation via Nkasebia, I did see no why and the Astro and empty editing. The bet now over 3 hours. Among can the papa bia and share ye and the lawyers are your. Now, you perceive a team for a wood year cost. A bra Saturday, obi a watu kwan na so wagane na oba ne krom na wodu airport na yechi no chairman nkofi na yedna be say EOCO kukuom and the lawyers in access to him na ade a wa yesoso yentimi kan trend me no ka say 48 hours no enche ebeso so here it means that Ghana your constitution chapter 5 talk about fundamental human rights no about we I imagine say on fine yejuma if we say idea koso e wa ha no it tells you say you them man the person the yejuma name to me akakabensem and the person amount for who said tabi to me wo and no and NDC for you there was a EOCO for a issue release the Ababonting. In fact, it's a disgrace to our democracy. It's a disgrace to EOCO as an institution. Tabi, so politics are NDC for year. Assembly bar net amount to be to Abonting just to paint a different picture. No, Tabi, they should go above that. No more tears says Tabi bed. Tabi now grow and is so moody. As if a branch here would not say crash and more caster Tabi or car or refining. What has that got to do with miracles Aboagye? Oh, almost to buy some more pictures happy channel, so Yachi will be. And if I corner refund it, the Yachi miracle, chess and miracle if I corner and I could find it. You also so miracle as some more kaya you want without to make and social. It has nothing to do with a branch and a matching. Now, no matter cost when you know, or my, I can tell you, say, it's part of their playbook. Almost one end is the party share some person on Mampeni Mahama, a quarter 10. Now, and now, say, Omuni say Ghana for Emperor, so, they did a can 170, and the side, yeah, yen shot there and NPP for more about Mitmakasa. And into the miracles, I know it now be shown. But for my, I can assure you, they can keep him today, they can keep him tomorrow, they can keep him for 1 week. But they know will not break NPP for. And now they are Buya and now they are bit Makai Casabua, I say, yep. Tenipano, Sebi, or more chrono, call to Bianca so about chrono, and on your Nadran say, well, Janet. So, Empo, say, they want to crown, I must money to crown cry. Now, more investigation cry. And the Casabi, a Tarsun, Kanyansa womb. Obi a watu kwan wo ba ne krom na mo chi no sabi nyansa ben ne wom obi a watu kwan yo a wo ba ne krom no be bia o pese o fe ne bia o pese o to nsa fe ne bia obeba obedu ne krom a o sia che o na ko so kokuom se de waye entsa wa chi ne kwan o ti yen country that is a kind of democracy under NDC under you and Mahama Ghana for witnessing. Oh my, when you are doing commodities every pain. Me catch you say me o yenin kaso. Me say no condition is permanent. Na me kasa no moria. Me we homa NDC appointees. Me we homa omo sabi omo ye adwuma under this government. Check on Africa. E dey aban besisa. Ye trust aboni bia to a one share December 7, 2028 no. Edit to appoint here back at us or more people or more charge sheet from Famra. It's a no more cost no more to no more for 8 or more yen. That's all young could know that. It's your young quantity trade. I go and kind to what here was I go near. Omonia Shahai, Namoma Roman Acha, and EOCO for and abusing state power. Now, Omama will say 2 million. But
that's not the case. No,
that's not be the case.
Yeah, General Mepacho, that's why I have a challenge because we're running for. So sometimes I don't know why I'm more per se mutimi ekakasebisi na mufamudisa because the question is why do you say ebreninka? So you have a challenge with an investigative body Juma Ujiri say atrashe ewo emrenim. So is that what how is that
emrano mahe beba se emrano oh yeah, where me boy. Article 14.2 said the constitution can all your way the boy Mr. Busamo said more central for ne Ghana for Moha yes so much your man hono Jeremiah Cosuno a yamofe a yamode so oka say a yofe ne yode na ban ne sisa na ba for air to us wa ade the sam so enya I'm expecting all of you media no some that one think catch up e kwaya mo fa so mo ye no ma no enya mutumunjai na obi ayedi na obi anka wasem na wo dia ban ne sisa ma be catch me say oh me die me Christo ni ntimunjai there be an eye for an eye, a 2 for a 2.
That's where
we NPP, the memo be a catch say, you know, my say, and oh, 2 for now 24. Can no more than a family coma, said will be a new one. Ghana will be a new broom rassel. So be at the end, young car cement to national. Necessary for due process, and none can for due process. Now, what do you mean? Now, on your dog pet, now we are catching so, more than mamma, yes, sir. Omahin enya ene time edit no wa bem tie nya fish no mebe omo ye enkoyi a omo na esi etu omofo enya opposition for na esi etu omofo
I see India ka say the lawyer for no say edi import no mo so aye na hwehwe na mo ye say
be ba me ko inside me ne nya senior ona bo attachia ene gari no mako for about 3 hours omon kashi eno aso mokoba o munya abotre yeba munya abotre yeba na 30 minutes ba na 1 hour akọ 1.5 na ekotu na ekwetre enti ye twen say interrogation no ebekoso
for about 3 hours obianka we
domon ka bibia eno aso munya abotre yeba ye twen munya sisi a yeba sisi e bi sisi a sam komo na ekoso
but eye mo member Dennis ne ho ye
yenya hunu ntimenti nka se no ya na se no ye detail sets what ya twen ya omon ka hwe
ye twen no a reception amote
on that
eti munya hu Dennis kura
debi
eti ye ba muntwen ye be wisia ye ba muntwen
ye ba ta na ekoso na debi o mai na me busa o se sebi di pakro no otukwan no oba no krumo let's say they will feel crum na okwa monone at the Saturday night e detaining no what did they seek to achieve Sunday na no no what did they seek to achieve Saturday that's what munya interrogate mon cashin no what are they seeking to achieve 2 minutes obi choice say on ukra 2 minutes and the probably obet me why and then of course and then of course because the paper more the passport na so office wa ya dia sabi wonja ne o party the passport invite no na obeba do person ye bia so person de ne kokko to so person ye de bia opia no si okwan it is be question ye busa ne say Saturday na EOCO for ne ko share hon Saturday no ko share wa obia musa ne hwe anka de wa ye no what were they seeking to achieve no my omoye sa no mo ya na no kokan a o se me lawyer ne me go omoye sa dia no kokan a o society for that no ehunhia o man ehunhia pa yo mo ye no a star NBC full channel I told you so man emre o ye ni nkaso na o ya appoint you aban we a you should be worried you should call Remo Achat order said the oye no o trust be a that you know obi obaya my need be obaya my sembiano you will not be safe.
Is that the country we all want to build?
If that's not the country we all don't want to build that time in the right time the right thing has to be done. Omaro do ya na otumefo abana wo ya de na nyen and otumefo abana wo to so na tumi kura no a odi tumi sisi sebi enyanka ne sebi omo a omo ni buafo no ono je na okatun
accessibility contribute to delays ana
yes on say court no so a wa na court no yakakra bia we ye de ensam no court na court no na ensam no do so ensam so do so na delay no eba if you say ensam no ye enumu a ni die no say be enye dene say ye oha nti seti bia no se court no no so a delay ebeba ajagefo wo mo yesan na mo mu bi court no bi ka ho na wo de ajagefo no bi be ka ho enom ne ade a na ama sebe adwuma no eba form aha yesi adwuma no eso so apafo no sa nti wo de apafo no bi ka ho a na chese adwuma no emu yemere sene esi enim no.
I see, but sometimes what about that when lay persons no it's because some way the media kokota konfibe aduasa mfibe aduana mfibe adunu e dey poti na ye da sesa ye ti wo abonje na ye kagumu so no bo apare mo so sesa judge no sa na mo yakika e dey na
na o ma hene ye ankasa no enye ye de delay no say ye hunu bi ya na ha adwene wa hu say judge de nka obenya asem no e ba pa nanka odi ato no afa foforo pa nanka odi ato foforo ne ade nanso so ensam na ache no enye court no nko a na yedi ho fo wa hu na medical chi mu enye nansan ya yebi court yi bi kan ho a nanka court no yakakra bi ntinsam no bebre nansan ne say your court bi on Kanfin from a friend law court complex court to kasia pa won kan ha no high court ne ade na sam no do so nanso wo firi saa court ho in Kanfin firi ho ekosi abure bepo no so ho ekosoro ho kosi kofodua na court kasia bia enhyada ni ho enti chief justice ano ho ni nyansa mu no wo se yenko bi court ho adenta nti ko bi court adenta court be se nan anase ne abrosa eni bosumensia eko afe the same wadenta court no say abunkam abro ne ewo
there was a major need for that.
Yeah, that is it. Say adenta kura say no
semna bunkam
say semna bunkam fast wo no a kono a wo bebre wo no oso mpafin nti eno ka ho bi so ho nti se court dan no court no no so a ma delay no ba na manso ankasa no ye wo bibia ye wo inherent tendencies bi manso twa ankasa no
ono so ono
chese wasa dura bi a wasa ye fa no saa mamema o mfato ho awaresem wa hu se enka obenya be ma de ne yira ba se oja aware na me na no ma no mpo na ya na ta de ma no ba oba de be ma ba se oja aware enom de se ne sisi se ye mra no ye hyehyɛ no se aware no eho hia ema busua eho hia ma oman o se aware de nkabo mu ba enom ne ade enti emu aware basa enti ansana judge ode pen be secret so se aware we meguno no na wasa aware no agye agu kojo bro ne kasa me ya say break it down beyond reconciliation agye agu awo ya ho hwe a enye yi ya hyehyɛ mra no it's for a very good reason so ho enenti aware sem no kwa obo ne de akɔhyɛ dem
just to discourage it and work around it possible
and be so why eventually enwu yeni mrentia medi asem wo Kumasi circuit court KMA a check akra enom ne ade aware sem ti saa na metwitwim wonim say di be bosome mienu ekomiensa no ne ade no be ma ne oba no e ba court o na oba na nyem ana ya free case no aware sem ya na ta di ne dem ya free case no ne ade na me dem mesi mitrase me record ne ade nti me be bisa womo say na
e dey na
ko ne ade be ma na sure ba say kai oba hwe be ma so kai the teacher chemlet say o makofie o fie no ya twitwe mu kakra no
so that strategy is good for marriages
o maka o masema ma aware na aso ama oba na nyem
court in shedam so aware jaye so omo fa kwan bi so e be say betima yi ana
enti no me the way am fato ho say litigation ne be inherently no delay no ewom na it's very good sometimes e be so wo ho a enkrata asem no ema nsem no bi eche enti sebe son sebe nyado ye kana himfie se makantam o se me de aboso me achi mu dedua me de moko na mabonkuro no ne ade broni court no ye de no entisa wo ho wo de obi bia begu krata so wo be call lawyer ho so wo ho ahoden a lawyer betro na brofo akesi na ye de akoma nipa no yakọ 7 no bro kra wo hwehwe na 7 no kra no edine aho ye mfia titi no ne ade fie bebere ho ni house number nti no bia nipa na address kra wo de be hwehwe o me yakọ 7 no ne ade belief be kopom ho obechini chini ohun fie no no asamba nti no ebe no sa ebeba ntinkrata asem no ko akura ne be wi asem no beboa se yeni no na bosume be na
ebriko
eno ye ho hia
je tie se obo apayom wa sheda
edine afi ne ye hwe se ye be ho bi abefo abe no ne ade ye sakra ye mre no se ne be ya belifu ko servo ne ade no ye be twitwa so se na obi a mobile phone obi a wo WhatsApp ne ade ne ya okata no an
do doji
ya pia to so ama wo number o so ntimi nkasa won sa nti ye de se de abefo no bi wura me se ne ebe ya yi na fe adanse wanwa manso twefo na nkasa no ne ade no sabe bidi kaka manso yatwena ni bre nti awoso o fra danse nti adanse no o dukura no a
ese mo jibre
o ma ne bre no fra na danse ni nyina mamman kama sem ya wahu nti bi wa me danse ni no ne won tiapo wantumi amma wontimi nkasa ubu agu no so
nti obufu kwa na ese otina se chese nipo obedi adanse no se oyare no do no
nti na wase wutie nti sa ne man keten nyina ye mansotwe su ene ne ban a wontimi enye ho bibi kase bia enom ne ade na ne nyina mo no ye guso a ye ho hyehye ye mra no ye sakra mu kakra se ne be ya sa neman kakra ye betumi twam timna ya na duru ba bia ye say edia ye de abeka court no dwumadie no ho no
ni bia na emu rem kakra we dey had we dey judge we dey court we dey asem we dey mota titi sankomo ni bi
ma here asem no adwuma no ya na ne kan no ho asem kan ya na edre kakra wahu frise manso ya twena ni bre obi a na manso empai dabi manso empai setie bia obi beto benku na beto nifa so ho enti ya na ekoroto ba bia ya na ne ankwa ama no yawo ebi wo mu a ya na nipa no bepe bibi aka na ena mra so sane mra no mu asem sitie no ebi asane ai otimwani ohunu mra no otimra na se no wo abonten a wonti na se sa efiri se ye no ya na yentie asem di no ankasa yentie abontene
amontie dede ni bia
yentie abontene no de a we be influence wo djuma ne se mra no da wanim evidence no aba
adanse da ho
nti hwe adanse aba no na hwe mra no na to fatoto na fatoto ba bia wasa ode to
nti choka na asemba ye horo mu sebi wanima na ye kansi makase fa mo ho ne nyoma kase ihuda yente da ye kan no mu fanya asem kura eni susan so wo
debi o ma hene yes a wuti ene wontimi nya adwuma no ebe fa wasum but fa wasuma fa no wa
we wonya to baby cry
debi wo hwe wani
adanse ne mra
no na wo de ye adwuma ena wo so wo te ho ase set biara no asama empire de ebe benkum de enye ni fande wa ho enti sabe emunsem ne na nsem no kra de bi o ho a emi aboro ne ade nyina ebe dan so ne was wo de hye utrim no say amra no ene adanse ba ye na ade ayi wadwuma na wogidi wogji ohuso di say sebe waye ne e wo say wo ye utimi eye no sade a utrim fan yaka bibia eni say
I think one thing so etade ebomo pa ye say accessibility in terms of say fa honi ni pa o ye ni baabi a wo hye bia no ye behwe ama ye hu se dedi kan ubenya access to eye emrane no bia edi asem no na atenten so atima ye adwuma eno ba mote
no accessibility there say ye ka friend no say ye started 1992 wo mo a edi kan etena ensem no fi se na constitution no na ye foforo a ye mfa nya adwuma da eno ntino say ka say constitutional interpretation and say ye chire ye mra kono no mu a kina ya temuafo no omo sha ase de ye adwuma mo si ye ne say seti biara wo si eti wasam eno ntino ye wo decision bia e chire say ana sem bia ye bu a chire say so wo pese oba Supreme Court a na wo pese court no chire emremu a ana constitution no ho asem o de to de da ehia sa asem ne fa ho ana mfa ho me pa otimi ne me upade America otimi America
say si dia bi go na making
ehia sa asem no sabe o kapre wo ma na o kapre nim ya mfa no say asasesem untumi enko court enko sama obi wa asase ho wa abra asase no enya wo de ana onnimu chefa bi
untimi tuza na mo no
also mrem friend capacity also
so in what capacity na obi tuza
na wo de ba asase no media o da bi me papa bi na de ma me ana me do didi so wo je mensem eno also show interest awo you know of property no about Supreme Court ne constitutional interpretation ehia sa wo be wo interest, personal interest, direct interest in the matter ne ehia na say obetimi a che say o yo mamba o ya Ghana ni ehia no so o ya Ghana ni asa
afi
eno ntino eno ma wo mo a atemuafo a ehia djuma na ase ne ade no wo mu bie of friend say court no as ma access eno ntino asem fa constitution no ho na o Ghana ni nko na wonte ho ase a utimi ko ba me asem a of friend no say fee paying mfato ho amemai wodi mama e de asem no court o ma de asem no ba court no enye obi a wo ko invest ana onkotua an NGO bi ena de ba say wo he constitution no ma constitution say ena wo say free didn't na wo say ontua school fees nti nipa no only personal direct interest in the matter but court no dey kwan e ma no sabra frasa na chechire o man amra ye nyina ya gye atum se de chechire o man no indi nti sa wote bebe na hu se bebi chechima ene ade a se usika wom se usika nim ene ade no
se woni bre na ko hwese mra kwa zo de beti meye
opanyine beti abrochi e friend of Professor Asare ne din ho law report mu che em se nipa bia ene ade won te Ghana how what abrochi
na bibia da go so
Ghana ni so hwe na se ene ma bi kona enkoyo constitution ho a no de be ka no aba Supreme Court